Hey guys, Shawn here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please take the time to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. As you can see by the title, I have no idea what this is titled, but in this video, I am going to be talking about my absence and about my personal mental health and what I'm doing to better it, and a couple other things. A few disclaimers. I tried to film this video yesterday for over an hour. Hello everybody, SHYLEENSHAWN here. What is this, my intro? I don't forgot what my intro is. And literally was just so anxious and stumbling through it and just overthinking everything, so I'm hoping this goes a lot better than yesterday. I just washed my hair, that's why she's looking a little flat. Don't mind my curl pattern in the front, she does what she wants. Another disclaimer, this is a mental health video. If that's something you're not into or something you don't want to watch, I'm just very confused as to why you're here, and you can exit stage left. There's that. And yeah, I think those are all of my disclaimers. I did not want to come back to my YouTube channel and not tell you guys where I was. Yeah, I made a little like community post that was saying I was taking like a mental health break or whatever. I don't even remember what I put in the post, but I just my anxiety got really bad. There are a couple of different factors and I'm going to go through those, and yeah, here goes nothing. I just felt like I'm a very open person. I do not mind being vulnerable. I feel like the only way to really, like, and some people in real life are, I'm overthinking this, but is through communication. I really don't know what my purpose here is, but I feel like it has to do with talking, and I feel like if I can even help one person, then like fuck, like good job, like you did something, bitch. So I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to run my mouth. I love making YouTube videos. This is, I guess, something I'm passionate about because I'm not very successful at it. This channel will be 5 years next year and I haven't even hit 10K. Granted, I could be putting more work into it, but I'm just saying, like, YouTube is something I do because I really like to do it. It's something I do because I want to do it. It's not something I do specifically for the coin. It's not something I do for clout or for popularity. Like, it's just, that's not the tea. So I made this channel to kind of be like just my life, like a culmination of everything I liked, anything I was interested in, however I was feeling. Social media has always been an outlet for me. I have always been very vulnerable on all of my platforms, maybe even sometimes too vulnerable, but they've been outlets for me to express and share feelings that otherwise felt trapped and caused me anxiety. So I don't know how I got on that tangent, but like I said, this video might be long, so I'm going to go into some of the reasons. I would like to think that anxiety kicked me off of social media for a little bit, but that's fine because I'm trying to get back into it. Anxiety, along with self-doubt, along with imposter syndrome, along with just a lot of overthinking. So yeah, I guess I'll like get into the meat and potatoes of the video. What a transition. Hello, segue. Here you go. Here I am. Yikes. Okay, so a couple of months ago, I've always dealt with depression and anxiety. I feel like the first time I like realized that like, okay, this is depression, this is not normal, like 14, 15, and then I put a word to my anxiety within the last couple of years. I just thought that's how I was, and that people overthink things, and that all of it was normal. It's not. I just didn't know that there was a name for it, you know? You don't learn things until you learn them, right? Or it was just like, yeah, like something I completely forgot about even if I had learned it, and I was just completely dismissing what was going on as anxiety, I guess you could say, because I think I had to have learned about anxiety in college or in fucking high school, like, but I remember a couple of years ago putting a name to it and being like, oh, this is anxiety, like that's what this is. Different things like I don't like going to Subway or Chipotle, like that's something I make Devin do because the thought of the thought of being in a line and having to pick out everything I want and somebody being behind me and just me feeling rushed, that's just like a very overwhelming, anxious feeling. But different shit like that. But anyways, so a couple of months ago I started feeling really, really anxious. There are things in my personal life that definitely contribute to this that I am not going to share on camera. There are certain things that I could say about my parents that would make it seem like I was throwing them under the bus or painting a negative, bad picture about them when really that's not what it is. I am in therapy now and I'm learning a whole lot that like my parents were people before they had me. Like they were whole ass people with whole ass lives. And I'm a part of their life, but it doesn't mean that their lives stopped. And unfortunately, there have been things that have happened in their lives that make them act a certain way, and in case things have happened. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But you know, hurt people, generational trauma, vicious cycles, all of that, like it's very true, you know. Unless you know how to stop the cycle, it's going to continue. So, and unless you even know that there's a cycle going on and that something serious is going on, it's going to continue. So you know, I'm in therapy trying to make sure that like nothing is repeated, to make sure that I'm fine, that my mental health is fine. But back to the main story, a couple of months ago my anxiety got really, really bad. It was a lot of uncontrollable mind racing thoughts. It was, I couldn't control it. Like I would sit there and it would feel like, yeah, like there were like 5 to 8 people in my head, not different people. My doctor asked me that, but 5 to 8 people of me just all talking about different things. And it was just like non-stop mind racing. And me sitting alone in my thoughts is something that is very hard for me. I'm very used to noise, sound, conversation. I'm very used to, you know, I'm very used to that, and me being in my own head is not the funnest thing. So I was dealing with a lot of that, to where it was giving me headaches, to where my anxiety was getting bad, to where I was getting like social anxiety, like talking to new people. I went to text somebody for something and me and my best friend were on FaceTime and we're talking about it or whatever, and I go to, she tells me like, just text them. So I go to text them about something and I don't even do it, and I start getting anxious, but we're on FaceTime, so I'm like trying not to like show that I'm anxious, and I just start crying because I felt so overwhelmed, like just trying to talk to somebody new, that it was literally like making me panic inside. And I was fixing my car and going to deal with e-check shit, which is not fun. Fixing cars is, it's just not fun in general, no matter who you are. It's not something you want to deal with. But doing that, you know, I would pull up to somewhere and just immediately start making up excuses like, oh, there's no parking. If I get out and go inside, I'm gonna look stupid. Am I even in the right place? What if, you know, and you just go in your head and you get in these fucking cycles. And that's what was happening. I went to one place and I made up all these excuses, and then I drove to another place and I'm like, oh, they look like they're closed. What if I get out the car and knock on the door and they're not open? I'm gonna look stupid. And you know, just like all these different things. And it's, anxiety is like, it's not very rational. It's like, who gives a fuck if they're closed and you get out your car and you knock on the door and they're not open? Like, who cares? Like, just get back in your car. But I was literally sitting in my car like fucking panicking, like literally fucking panicking. And I drove home and I'm just thinking to myself, and I'm like, Shyleen, it's not these places, it's you. Like, it's not like, you are the common denominator. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe I need to go to therapy. I was in therapy when I was in high school for a little bit, and it also feels weird making this video because I don't have anything on my channel like this, like a standalone mental health video. There's nothing like this on my channel. I sprinkle mental health. I talk about it on Instagram. I talk about it, you know, here in a live stream or so, but I don't have anything to where I'm sitting down literally just shooting the shit talking about my mental health. It's weird. It's weird. It's definitely weird. And like I said, I'm being open, I'm being vulnerable. If mental health videos are not something you like, please don't watch this video, and please don't feel the need to leave some type of comment down below, because I'm working on my tolerance, but I'm still a little quick, and I am very defensive. I can definitely say that I am very defensive. I do not like it when people test me or try me. And I take it very personally. But look, things I'm working on in therapy. Mind your business, but I'm here to tell my business, to maybe help somebody. Anyways, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety. I'm getting anxiety filming this. We're 11 minutes in. But I'm just trying to get it all out because I really don't. Yesterday, I started and stopped my camera 12 different times. And yeah, I just don't want to deal with that again. I'm wearing the same shirt I wore yesterday, but I washed my hair. That's neither here nor there. It's irrelevant. Anyways, my anxiety got really bad, and I made up an appointment to go see my doctor, and they did blood tests. We found out my vitamin D was low, my iron was low. Mind you, also in this video, I'm not asking for any medical advice or anything like that. I have a doctor I see monthly, and I have a therapist I see when she's free. It's not like a weekly or a bi-weekly thing. It's just, you know, we set the appointments as we go. But I'm not looking for your advice, thank you. Anyways, my vitamin D was low, my iron was low, so I've been taking vitamin D pills, I've been taking iron pills. And those definitely can affect your moods. Mind you, I also have PCOS, which can affect your moods. And then there has just been a lot of things that have happened in my life that have caused me to kind of always look for the next bad thing that's gonna happen. I'm kind of used to being around a little bit of chaos, a little bit of instability, and just kind of waiting for bad shit to fucking happen. I've kind of really lived my life on edge from as young as I can remember, just because of things that have happened to me in my life. And yeah, you know, there are definitely a lot of things that contribute to my depression and anxiety, but like I said, I'm in therapy trying to work through it. But I went to the doctors and was telling them how I felt, and I talked to a lady there, and I ended up crying, and I was super nervous at my doctor's appointment. I had the highest blood pressure reading I'd ever had, and my doctor was like, it's 'cause you're anxious. And surely the next time I came back, my blood pressure was significantly lower. But I set up an appointment to go see a therapist like 2 days later. So I've been in therapy for, I'm not really sure, definitely over a month, more 2 to 3 month range. It has been like great for me. It's really nice to talk to somebody who doesn't know anybody you're talking about, who is unbiased, and who is literally there to hear you and to help you through life and to help you through these hard situations. And I'm definitely just trying to navigate life, right? I'm 22, and I mean, you know, I'm just trying to navigate my shit here. But so I've been going to therapy, talking to her, and I do have a family of mental illness. Kind of, bitch. I do have a family history of mental illness, so, and just like a family history of like cancer and diabetes and all types of other shit. But we thought, you know, some people need to be on medication. It's just the fact, you know. Of course, there are different things that, like I said, my depression and anxiety are from a few different things. They're from my upbringing, they're from my PCOS and the fact that my hormones are helter-skelter. I mean, is helter-skelter a bad? I take that back. Not helter-skelter. I don't know if that's like a bad thing. Doesn't have to do with like a serial killer or something. My periods are really wonky. I have PCOS, like I said, that has to do with your hormones. My upbringing, and just like different shit like that. I'm just like, just kind of been on edge my whole life. So yeah, that's kind of explaining a lot of it. I feel like I kind of went on some tangents, but my anxiety got really bad. Actually, you know what? I didn't explain why it kind of kicked me off social media. So my depression and anxiety was bad. It was seeping into me like having social anxiety, talking to folks, doing things out in public. That's definitely getting better. And I completely forgot that I was talking about I am now on medication. Do not ask me what medication I'm on. That's a boundary. If I wanted to share it, I would have. But yeah, so me and my therapist and my doctor, we have gone that route. That is something I'm openly sharing. Please don't cross the boundary. I can't wait for my curls to not be this flat. When they dry, they get a whole lot bigger, and I'm a big fan. Also, I hope you guys like this background. I didn't just want a white wall. It was kind of tacky, and yeah, I'm still working with this room, but I wanted to have somewhere where I could like sit down and actually film, and instead of me just taking my camera around the house and like stacking books up and hoping it works. But anyways, sorry, look, tangents, I told you. This is gonna be a long video. It's fine. So my anxiety, and I'm not saying this because I'm over the whole situation, like it's done, it's dead, cut it. I'm just saying this to say, when you share your when you share your life online, people of course can make judgments, people can think what they want. Me doing my Instagram stories and talking openly and honestly about my depression and anxiety, definitely people can make their judgments about that. I'm talking openly and honestly about it. You can think what you want. The whole thing though is that you as a viewer, as my audience, as somebody behind the screen, as somebody who does not know me in real life, has to realize that you're seeing 5 to 10 minutes of my day. You're seeing 5 to 10 minutes of my day. Or you might see a 20-minute vlog or an hour live stream once a week. And I think people need to really realize that what you see online is not only a very small piece of my life, but it is edited and is curated, and I made it to share. It's not off guard, it's not the everyday, and this is something that is like on my channel. Like everything I put out, it's something that it's curated, you know, it's not off guard, it's not, you know, cameras around filming shit. Like I'm saying it and I know what I'm saying and I know it's going to go online. Because of that, some people may think that I'm like a very negative, like pessimistic type of person, which I really don't consider myself. And I think if you ask like the people in my life, they wouldn't really say that. I just truly honestly think like I'm a real ass bitch and I'm just honest about my shit. And when you do talk openly and honestly about your depression, people can think that you're just like a depressed sad ass bitch. And me and somebody had gotten into something and they ended up saying some really like foul, hurtful things to me that really did hurt my feelings, that I like still think about to this day. And as a result of me being open and honest about my depression and anxiety online, of course people can make their judgments and people can call me a negative ball of energy if they want, and they can say that I'm draining everybody around me, and they can call me depressed, and they can tell me that I'm sad and I need to go fix myself before I show my face on camera. And when you're in a depressed place, hearing something like that is really not the thing like you want to hear, you know. What was said to me really hurt my feelings, and like I said, I'm over it now. I mean, I still do think about it. It's just really, I mean, it's something I'm bringing it up in this video because it's relevant to me, because that is something that literally rang through my head every single time I came on my Instagram stories, or I went to go on my YouTube, or I went to talk about my mental health. I'm like, here I am talking about my mental health again, and I think I'm helping people, and I think I'm being open and honest and being true and authentic to myself, and somebody comes along and tells me that really all I'm doing is draining everybody of the energy around me, and that I'm just depressed and I'm sad and need to go fix myself. So you can see how something like that, when you're already depressed and anxious, something like that can really upset you, and it can make things really worse, and it can make you not want to be on camera. And I'm saying all this to say that, like I said, you only see 5 to 10 minutes of my life. Yes, I have depression. Yes, I deal with anxiety. Yes, all of these things are true. But, like, please, like, don't think that, like, I don't know, I guess, like, the 5 to 10 minutes of my day that you see is literally how I am 24/7. It's just me being open and honest about my feelings. And like, if that's something you can't handle or something you don't want to see, then I don't think that I am the social media account person you should be following. I don't think this is the YouTube channel for you. I don't think my Instagram is the Instagram for you. I'm opinionated, I talk a fucking lot, and I got some shit to say, and like, it's just, that's what it is. And like I said, I'm saying all this to say, I don't know why I let that get in my head so much. I really did internalize it to where I started to think that everything they said was true, and every time I got on my Instagram stories, I thought about that. I thought about that so much, and because I was already in a dark space, and like, they knew that because like, you watch my Instagram stories, obviously. And I'm also learning that, you know, like I said before, hurt people hurt people. You know, I have a lot of speculations about why people say the things they do, but like, that I ended up internalizing a lot, which fucking sucks. But like, when you're online, like, please don't be rude to people. Like, you really don't know what somebody's going through. Even if you feel like you have the authority to judge somebody's character, and you feel like you just really need to tell them what's been on your mind, like, maybe keep that shit to yourself. That, like, you know, think about it, right? Sorry, I'm like trying to remember what else I needed to say. So yeah, that was something that definitely had me feeling really anxious to be online. Another thing that had me anxious to be online was the fact that I really did box myself into this reseller category. There are so many things I'm interested in: politics, anime. I'm really into reading right now because it's helped my anxiety a fuck ton, listening to audiobooks. I use the Libby app. It is amazing. It's free. It's through the library system, and you're gonna hear me talk about it again, and it's fine. But yeah, my anxiety just got really bad. That was one of the things that contributed to it. And something else that contributed to it was the fact that I boxed myself in, and that was making me not want to make videos. Something that was contributing to my anxiety was the fact that I overthink everything that I put on my Instagram story, and I have to look at it 1,001 times before I even hit like post. You know, I have anxiety about the fact that, you know, like, when I'm on Instagram, like, this is me being honest, like, truly, really fucking honest. When I'm on Instagram and I go to my account and you see somebody unfollow you, and usually it's when I say something political or maybe a little controversial, or maybe I cuss or something like that. There will be something I'll say that has to do with black folks, and I'll have like 6-7 people unfollow me in one day. And it's like, bye, because obviously I don't want you following me, but it also, I guess, kind of hurts my fucking ego a little bit to see people go. Not even that it hurts my ego, it just, yeah, no, because it really doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt my ego. I don't really care at the end of the day. It's just that it adds on to my anxiety of overthinking about what I'm saying, because that is like negative reinforcement, right? You don't want to say something and people unfollow you. That's not the goal. But you can't be liked by everybody, and that is something I'm definitely coming to learn as well, is that I do tend to people please a little bit, and that you can't be liked by everybody. You're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fucking fine. Like, you shouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. But yeah, this was like a really, this was a lot. Hopefully this kind of explained and my depression and anxiety and kind of where I've been and my anxiety about being on social media. I know I went on some tangents. I tried to sit down and write an outline of what I wanted to say, and it just didn't work. My brain just, it doesn't operate like that. I'm very stream of fucking consciousness right now. But yeah, just like, be nice to people online, you know, watch what you say to folks, realize everybody has gone through their own things, everybody has their own shit they're dealing with, and life is really hard, man, and we're really all just like trying to really kind of figure out what the fuck's going on, and I don't think anybody needs any other problems added onto their back. I really don't. Which is why I'm in therapy, trying to get rid of depression and anxiety, and why I'm on medication. Because those are two problems I don't need. I have enough, and I would love it if they would get the fuck away from me. It'd be great. They've been here for years, close to a decade. I'd like to see them go. But yeah, that is it for me. I hope you guys like this video. I'm just anticipating thumbs downs, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. It's just honesty. It's just honesty. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. But yeah, that is it for me. This has been a lovely chat. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. I have like a background now and a place to sit. I took my chair from the porch and brought it in the house. So I have somewhere to sit now. I have my ring lights, and yeah, I'm ready to do videos. I miss doing videos. I miss talking to you guys. I miss the community. I miss just the conversation and feeling productive. I like YouTube. It's very, it does make me feel very productive. I'm gonna go. I hope you like this. Peace out. I'll see you in my next one. We'll see how editing this goes and how much gets cut out. Bye guys. I love you. I really do. And thank you if you didn't unsubscribe during my hiatus. I appreciate you. And if this is the first video of mine that you've seen, hello. Yikes. And welcome to my channel. Bye.